This is Jackie Hawkins, the EC Parent Liaison for Guilford County Schools, and today we're going to discuss what to do if you suspect your child requires EC services. So the mission of Guilford County Schools is that Guilford County students will graduate as responsible citizens prepared to succeed in higher education or the career of their choice. The vision of Guilford County Schools is transforming learning and life outcomes for all students. Let's begin. So this slide is just to provide you with a visual of what the IEP process is. Today we're going to discuss referral, evaluation, and eligibility, and then IEP placement, instruction, and annual review will be in future presentations. Some red flags that you should be aware of are failing grades or test scores. However, a child does not have to be failing in order to receive special education services. If you notice that they're having trouble reading and decoding words, perhaps they're having some issues with writing and performing some math equations. If you notice that they're having frequent behavior problems and getting suspended often, if they're having some trouble concentrating or expressing themselves, maybe they're having some difficulty with some basic life skills, or mental health or emotional issues that are impacting their school performance. If your child is struggling to learn, the first thing that you should do is contact your child's teacher to have those discussions. So if the parent or teacher suspects the child is struggling to learn, what are the next steps? If after speaking with the child's teacher, you still decide to move forward with a referral for special education services, you would write a letter describing your concerns and asking that your child be evaluated to see if he meets eligibility criteria for special education services. Be sure when you describe your concerns that you're raising all areas of concern: academic, behavioral, study skills, or whatever it is that you're seeing. After a referral is made by a parent, then a team will gather to determine whether or not they're going to move forward with an evaluation. And in order to move forward with an evaluation, a parent must provide informed consent. The evaluation assesses students in all areas related to the student's suspected disability. The school has a 90 calendar day timeline from the date that you submit your request in writing to complete the evaluation, determine eligibility, and if the student qualifies, to create an IEP and begin providing services. Upon completion of all assessments and evaluations, a group of qualified professionals and the parent will determine whether the child is a child with a disability as defined by North Carolina law. The three prongs of eligibility are: 1, to meet the criteria of one or more of the 14 areas of eligibility, which will be discussed further later. 2, a documented evidence of adverse impact on educational performance. And 3, documented evidence that a student is in need of specially designed instruction. If the team determines that the student The last slide showed 3 criteria that your child had to meet in order to be found eligible. And in this slide just basically says that if your child is struggling in reading, it can't be that he hasn't been taught how to read yet, or he hasn't been taught how to do math yet, or not the result of a limited English proficiency. So what exactly is specially designed instruction? Specially designed instruction means adapting as appropriate to the needs of the student the content, the methodology, or delivery of instruction. Content is the knowledge and skills being taught to the students with disabilities. The methodology are the instructional strategies or programs used, and the delivery of instruction is the way in which instruction is delivered. These are the 14 areas of eligibility. There's autism, deaf-blindness, deafness, developmental delay, emotional disability, hearing impairment, intellectual disability, mild, moderate, or severe, multiple disabilities, orthopedic impairment, other health impairment, specific learning disability, speech language impairment, traumatic brain injury, and visual impairment. So your child can be found eligible under a primary area of eligibility and or a secondary area of eligibility. In a future presentation, I will concentrate on just these 14 areas of eligibility and provide definitions for you. But for today, I'm going to stop here. In the next presentation, I will discuss IEPs. If you should have any questions about this presentation, or if you have specific questions about a specific student, you may contact me here. This is my contact information. My office is located at the Guilford Parent Academy at 501 West Washington Street in Greensboro. My office number is 336-370-8355. My cell phone is 336-553-8602, and my email address is hawkin, HAWKINJ, @gcsnc.com. Please note that during this time, we are not currently located in the office, but if you give me a call, I will return your phone call as soon as I can. Looking forward to seeing you in the next IEP Minute.